Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I am finally starting to get back to what I normally do best. And it's getting back on the live streams and sharing information. It's really early. I know most people are probably not up in the morning, but I'm up and I said, you know what? Let me share some information while I am awake. Okay, so here's some early morning business strategies. Um, and I will start with, let me see, where's this? I'm gonna build, and I think I'll type as I go. Let's see how I want to do this. I'll share my screen and go to the net. Hold on, let's see what we got going on. Early morning. Uh-oh. All right. So I'll share my screen and let's see what we can work out. Talk about some things, kind of build on some things. And a lot of people say, man, how do I want to invest, I want to get involved. What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? How do I need to start? And we share this information all the time, but I just want to recap on some of what we already share. All right. I'll just share with you. First of all, I want to echo what Chris shared on. Wait, let me stop sharing real quick. Just in case. Let me stop sharing real quick. I need to get something. Um, I want to echo what Chris mentioned on um on Wednesday in reference to using the apps. I'm gonna show some people, and I won't take a long time to do it. But I want to show. I want to show some people how they can do it. Let me see something really quick. Mm, I'm kind of searching around real quick. Let me go to what's up right here. All right, let me share my screen again. I'm trying to get back in the groove, you guys. So that means I have to do more live streams so I can start getting better again. Because I'm like a little bit all over the place. But don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Bear with a sister. I'm gonna share because I'm probably gonna start getting up and working out again, going to the gym, that kind of thing. I don't have a choice because I have to be on a mission. Took a little minute since last year for me to kind of get back in this groove, but I'm in it now. So let's go. All right, I just want to share. So one of the debit cards that we have is Stash, and we talk about Stash a lot because of the benefits we get from Stash. And so we're not marketing because I'm just sharing some experiences that I have with a few of the debit cards that we have, and how you can benefit as well, or how you can share information to younger folks. There's a lot of people, many people have youth programs, mentor. I've been looking at some of those programs and thinking about, like, wow, you guys are really, you could really enhance your program if you start sharing information that matters. And that's why kind of some of the young people get turned off. Hey, good morning, Sonny. I figured you would be up studying the market.
You know it. Peace, peace. Good morning.
Good morning. I was saying, let me get up and share some things. I'm finally back into a motivational stage. My energy is up. Finally took 4 months, 6 months to get it back, but it's okay. I'm here, and I said, let me get up and share some info. Students are getting ready, preparing for graduation. Your spring break's coming up. You got high school, you got undergrads, you got graduates, you got postgraduates. You got tech. All these kids out there, and everybody's interested in, okay, how they're going to sustain their lifestyle or even start a new lifestyle, right? Financial and agree to disagree. But what I've noticed is a lot of graduates focus on, okay, how am I going to financially sustain? What do I need to do? And sometimes the only area that they look at is the workforce, because it's probably predominantly talked about. Two, they haven't really experienced making money, um, or making an abundance money in the entrepreneurship side of the house, or even in an investment, or what we call passive income in our my econ. They don't really get it. How to create a team, how to create products and services, how to use your experiences to consult and make more money. You want to chime in on that? I know you have your own business. Okay, he's into it. He'll jump in when he needs to. So so I was getting ready to share the link, and I looked at my email and I'm like, wow, Stash sent me an email and it says, "Hi Monica, investing in the stock market is one of the best ways to build wealth. Here are reasons why." So here's why here's a reason Stash lets us know that, hey, this is a good way to build wealth. It said, number one, lower taxes. If you hold a stock for over a year, you pay capital gains tax instead of income tax. Capital gains tax rates are historically much lower. Number two, passive income. Some companies may distribute a certain amount of their earnings to its shareholders. These are called dividends. Stash lets you automatically reinvest dividends to take advantage of compounding. Hold up. Let me do something real quick. Um, okay. Number three. Compounding interest. Some of the greatest minds have described compounding as a eighth wonder of the world. Here's how it works. If you invest $100 and it grew at an average rate of return of 8% in the first year, then you would have $108. If you were to continue earning 8% on average for the next 20 years, within 21 years, your future value could be $533.57 just by investing that initial $100. Try it yourself. Stash compounding interest calculator. Ready to get started? Sign up for Stash. Add $5 or more to your personal portfolio by April the 3rd, 2022, and we'll give you $30 to invest. All right, let's go. Let's look at the compound interest calculator, because one of the questions I get all the time in reference to investment: how much can I make? I want to make this much at this time. Can I do this? Can I do this, that? And my response is, hey, look at it from the compound interest perspective. Look at money growing over time. When you open up your bank account, you never ask. You just look at it as a safekeeping place to put your money. What we're saying is, take some of that money, a percentage of it, from the safekeeping, and safekeep it somewhere else where it would actually add more money. Cash, asset, cash. So that same $100 that you left in there for a year, over 5 years or over a period of time, would become more, as opposed to you putting the $100 in there and it just sits and you barely earn 2 cents. Ah, I think I'm preaching better than you're clapping, but it's cool though. So here they have an investment calculator. I'm gonna make this a favorite. Stash compound interest calculators. See how your invested money could grow over time. Let's talk about it. Initial investment. How much you can initially invest, also known as the principal. So let's get these terminologies down. This could definitely help you. So if you, I'm going to take the number down because some people, when it comes to investment, they don't even want to come up. They don't want to put in a whole bunch of money because automatically in their mind they've defeated. They're already thinking about withdrawing and turning up, or they're thinking about losing it. Right. So I'll start with something that's probably let's do let's take the $5 a day concept. So let's see how much that would be. How many days we have in April? We're going to work with the month of April. It is April Fool's Day. What are you doing? What have you done? Am I going to trick you or are you going to trick yourself? So that's 30 days in April. 30 times at $5. That's 150. That's the $5 a day for the month of April. We're going to say we're going to invest that. That's going to be our first principal amount we're going to use. Monthly contribution, how much you plan to add to the principal each month. So since we're going to do the $5 a day, let's just stick with 30 days across the board. We know a few months out of the year has 31. We'll just go ahead and just say we're going to do a flat 150 a month. That's what we're going to dedicate to add. Annual interest rate. So basically, we're saying that, hey, we want to um, attract a company or an asset that's going to at least give us 8% rate of return on our investments. And you could change that. You could change this percentage rate up or down however you like. Let's just work with 8 because it's there. Okay. All right. The length of time. How long in years you plan to keep the investment? All right. Some of your attention span ain't that long. You want to see what it does. Let's say you only did it for a year. Right. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, ABC. Initial investment 150. You did it 150 per month. 8% annual interest rate is what you're receiving. 1 year, this is what your future value would look like. Your total contribution would be $1,950. And at the end of the year, you would have $2,029.94. Now, granted, that's 1 year. And could you have more depending on the company and its growth performance? It could be more than 8%, it could be less, right? But let's say you kept that same 150 concept and you say, you know what, I'm going to keep my money under the mattress, right? You're not earning any. Let me go. Let me see if I can go lower. Okay, I was going to kind of play with it. I was going to kind of play with it with the percentage to see if it would let me change it, but it won't. I was going to go all the way down to show you how.
So what percentage would you gonna put?
I was gonna do like one with the bank, like a savings account. You probably only getting like 1%. I
Oh,
was,
okay, yeah, I
yeah,
got you.
I was gonna do a little comparison to contrast. But let's say you say, you know what? I just had a newborn. I want to do this over an 18-year period for my child. This is what I'm gonna do. There it is. You can do some. Your kid can start life off. Most people looking for, hey, I can't find no scholarships, no grants, this and that, send my kids to school, or, you know, you want to start them off with a company or whatever. Wow, here's the value of you being disciplined, putting 150 away every month. Guess what? We blow that. I know I did over 18 years. Easy, right? So I like this calculator. Something cool. You want to contribute to the conversation, Sunny?
Um, well, I have my 20% rule. I think
Okay.
that
You doing it daily though, right?
yeah, I do it daily, but it doesn't matter if you do it daily or once a month or once a year. I have a few people. I was going to talk about how there's a different mindset with two different type of investors at the beginning. You have the type of mindset of I just want to get a lot of money real fast. So you have people that throw a lot of money in there, and then you have the scarce mindset where I want a lot of money, but I don't want to really put too much in there. I'm scared to put money in there. So with these two types, you have almost the same thing, but in a different form, where one of them that wants to spend all the money because they have the money, they actually don't pay attention to the logistics of how you can actually get better. They'll actually have to start losing a lot before they actually start understanding. Then the person that's on the scarce side, it makes it where they feel like they don't have time. A lot of them feel like they don't have time to actually put forth the effort to study it as much as they should. And therefore, when they do put a little bit of money in and it doesn't do anything or they don't really reap any benefits, then it's on the page of they feel like it's a waste of time. So what I do is I outweigh the percentage of um, what our basic dollar is as it goes down and what they actually lie to you about as far as the percentage height, the point height. So if I'm above what the point height is and I'm above what the ratio of the dollar going down is, I can actually overcome with the 20%. And so that's why I keep that 20% rule, no matter what you're trying to invest in or how much money you're trying to put into the market. If you do 20% every time you put a trade in, you'll always be on top.
Right. So um let's go to wanna go to Weeble. You wanna go
Well, I'm on Webull
right
as
now?
we speak right now. I'm kind of looking at the market.
Yeah, I had posted yesterday. I went and did the some pre market trading.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and I said, let me make Sunny happy this morning. I I did.
yeah.
Huh?
And I said, yeah, I'm loving it because it's easy money every morning. It's real quick. I actually picked it up off of some dude on YouTube that does it every morning, and I was like, oh shoot, let me start doing this, and it actually started working. You could actually it tells you what to do. You go, you look and you see what's the top gainers. Then you go do your 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 due diligence and figure out what made them jump today and what they've been doing for the last week or month. And then you can actually map out what you're going to do with that company. So if it's at a low percentage, like right now, um, because of the COVID in China, uh, you have the algos hitting with the big medical companies. And so since you have the algos hidden with the big medical companies, a lot of the smaller companies are catching some of that wave. And so a lot of the smaller companies that's catching some of that wave during the pre-market is the best time to put in the money. So when you start putting in money like little by little, say for instance, if I'm dollar cost averaging while the market's going up, right? Then it'll be on the page of as soon as the market does open within the first 5 minutes, it's usually a big jump or a big spike. Then that gets into how your skills is. If you're on the page of you look at it and you see it's way higher than what the closing was from yesterday, then you might want to throw options in there to down. I mean, just in case it goes down, but at the same time, it's still volatile going up. So you can make money up and down if you really want to. But what I do is just 20%, 20%. That's it. I'm not trying to kill the game or nothing. 20%.
Um, I did. So yesterday, I said I'm gonna go to the pre-market, I'm gonna get up because, like I said, I started gaining my energy back for getting up in the morning, and I was like, look at the market, and I selected this one. I think this one right here, and I think I went yesterday
Yeah,
and closed up.
yeah, yeah.
Did you play this one yesterday?
Well, I
Longer
had that
view.
stock when it first came out on the IPO last year. It did real
Okay.
good, and so I've been watching it for longest. And
Oh yeah.
I think the lowest it dropped was like $7 or $6 a
Hmm.
share, but its average is supposed to be high. The only reason why it kind of went down is because they had missed one of their quotas when they were doing the trials,
Uh
and so
huh.
that's why it kind of went low. But since it's on that wave, it should be rising high because it's on the wave with Pfizer and everybody else.
Right. So yeah, I picked this one up yesterday on the top gainers,
Hmm.
and as you can see, I think I actually, instead of doing the option, I don't think it has an options. Let me look again. Yeah, it don't
No,
have
it
an
doesn't.
option.
It doesn't.
Yeah, so I bought the stock. I bought the stock right out. Um, I bought 5 shares. I bought five. Yeah.
Did you get it when it was at 7, or you got it when it was at 10?
Nope. I got it at 882.
Oh yeah, you did good.
Yeah, I got it at 882. I told you I got up a little early. Yesterday. And I was watching. I had went and looked. And what drove me, I'm a little on the technical because I kind of get behind on doing the research sometimes. So I'll go and I'll look at the charts and my moving averages. Let me see if I could put them on this. I don't know if I could put them on the pre-screen. I may have to. I don't know if I need to log in or not. No, I think I can go here. Let me go back. So you guys, what Sunny's talking about, so Webull, when you open it up, you don't even have to be subscribed to actually see the charts. You can go here to the market, and this is what he's talking about. When you stroll down, you got the top gainers list. This is the top gainers list. So when you click on the top gainers list, this is the list he's speaking of here. And he's doing his research on these companies, and he's using this 20% rule. But the market, what I wanted to say, so the market opens at 4 a.m., right? The pre-market, right, Sonny?
Well, out here it opens at 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay, yeah. For us on the Eastern Standard Time is 4, and then Pacific Standard Time, because he's in Cali, it's 1 a.m. So boom, there you have it. All right, so I don't want nobody to get lost there, right? So this is the top gainers. So um, so one of the things I did, I said, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do the pre-market deal, and then if I want to look at some options, because I heard you say, hey, if you think it's gonna pull back, you can do put options, that kind of thing. And then I've also been looking at the top losers. Uh, but when I'm doing, so study does a lot of the qualitative, I do a lot of the quantitative. So look, he's doing a lot of fundamental. I'm doing a lot of the fundamentals, and no, I'm doing a lot of technicals, and he's doing a lot of the fundamentals because he's doing the research and doing his due diligence. I'm looking at the charts because it's quicker for me to check out the charts than the research. Because I'm a little not that savvy on that part yet. Not that quick, but they're researchers. Let me put in the ticker right here, and I'll show you why I made the decision. So Sunny talked about, the pharmaceuticals, the coronavirus spiking up in China, them almost doing some lockdowns and things of that nature, and how it's going back and affecting the pharmaceuticals and the smaller companies. So when I seen that or heard that, I looked at the technicals, and I put my moving averages up to see where my indicators. So I use moving averages, and let's see. I think that Where did they go? Okay, here's one. Let me change the settings on them. So I only look at, well, not only, but I'm gonna put up the 20 and the 50 and the 200, and I'll just zero these out. I don't need these. Bring this stuff all the way out. Need them all. Take them out though. Need all these lines on there. I only need three. Let me change the colors. Okay, yeah, I'm only gonna check these. This one and this one. Blue. Let me change this color. It's like a purple, and I'll change this one to gold so I can see them. And let me darken up the lines so I can see them. All right. Now this is so.
While you doing that, I was gonna say I kind of got something else lined up that I want to talk to you guys about, but probably in the back chat because I've been watching how the resistance, well, the RSI and the MACD, how at a
Yeah.
certain level, every time it crosses,
Hmm.
it always shoots up. But
Right. You guys show me that part. I want to look at that one too. So
mhm.
so so right now I use the moving average. So when I looked at that one right here is when I, where is it at? So this was yesterday. So I think let me back this up a little bit. Let me chart in some right here. Right here. So this is what I saw. And when I seen the pre-market, I was like, oh, in the pre, it was like somewhere around up in here. And when that moved, I came in around right here, somewhere up in here, $8 and some change. But it was because this 20 crossed this 50. So I already knew that when that cross happened, that it was going to go in the uptrend. So now let me add the MACD. You said right, MACD, MACD, MACD.
Wait, put it back on there real quick.
Okay,
Where you where you say you started at?
right. Hold on. Up, right here. When I seen this cross happening right here.
Okay,
What did?
hold it,
Okay,
hold
no
it.
problem.
1 second. No, put it back on because I'm looking at
Oh,
where it says the MACD at the top of it. Now go up
a little bit.
a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Where the MACD at? What you looking at?
I mean, not the MACD, moving average. I was just looking at the moving average.
Oh yeah, the dollar amount. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was just checking that part out. But when you know how you use your indicators at the bottom of it, and you can actually have a double set. So I use that
Yeah.
double set on the Webull, and I use the RSI and the MACD right there, and you can see your RSI between 30 and 70, right? And you can see your MACD, it, depending on what it is, it's usually like uh, a minus 0.10 all the way to a plus 0.50. I mean, yeah, plus 0.50. So I'm actually on the page of looking at both of those and seeing how at a certain point they actually not cross, but they touch. Like as far as um, what they're doing in moving action. And when they touch, it actually does something every time. So I'm just checking those out, and I look in the pre-market and start seeing how these things are actually happening. But it happens daily,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
it's not a one-time thing. It keeps on going.
Okay. So I'm looking. Well, I'm trying to figure out how. Let me open this chart out so I can see the whole thing. Oh, there it goes. All right. I just needed to get rid of some stuff on the bottom. So you overlap the RSI and the MACD.
Okay, let me see you.
You over? Do you overlap
Yeah,
them? Or you,
you see, yeah. Just like how you got it right there.
oh, okay, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Up. Okay. And then Wow, time pass fast. Okay, so do I have my these averages right here, right? Is
Yeah,
these numbers you
yeah,
using? The 12,
yeah,
26, and 9?
yeah.
And what about on the R side?
Let's see. Okay,
I got the
now,
30 and the 70.
okay, boom. Here's one thing. When you see
Right
that,
here. Bam. Okay, this one.
yeah, you see how close it is, right?
Yeah.
Once once the MACD hits a certain, I mean, I'll talk to you about on the back chat, but I'm gonna just say once it hit that certain number on the MACD and the RSI, it always shoots. Some of them are high jumps, some of them are low jumps, but it always shoots.
So the number you're speaking of is over here for the MACD, right here on the right.
Yeah, yeah. The number for the MACD and the RSI.
So I'm looking. Oh, in the RSI. So,
They
and what
both
was
they both hit the same. I mean, not the same number, but they both hit the number that I'm talking about, and every time they cross, it always boom. And
yeah,
you can
you
watch the
mentioned that
charts and
number.
see it.
Yeah, you mentioned that number though. What was it? What was the number again?
I'll tell you in the back chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Yeah. Okay, give it. I'll get that now so I can see how to because I was looking to try to figure out. I was like, what is he talking about? I don't see no number. But based on the MACD and RSI and the moving averages we have up right now, we can definitely clearly see even Thunder's methodology on the 30 and the 30 and the 70.
Hmm.
Um because as you can see on the movie, I'm moving using the moving averages. You're using MACD and RSI, and then of course I know Thunder's concept is RSI, right? So I'm using that the golden cross and the dead cross. So in the lower moving averages crosses the higher moving averages. As you can see right here, they both cross 20 cross to 50, the 50 cross to 200, and boom, there was
Hmm.
the trend. And then in the uptrend, of course, the 20, it kind of consolidated here, and then the 20 crossed the 50 and it uptrend again. Then it had just a little minor pullback because the 50 crossed the 20, and then boom, it kind of consolidated again. Then the 50 crossed the 20 and it pulled back, and then it consolidated, and then it kind of traded sideways, and then boom, the 20 crossed the 50 again, and there goes the uptrend again. 20 crossed it again, there goes the uptrend again. So my
Now
decision,
you see
go
how
ahead.
every time the 20 crosses it, it goes up, right?
Right.
How do you know what to look for so you can jump in before it crosses?
Oh, so what I've done, let me see if I can spread it out a little bit. Oh, so what I've done is put them on different time frames,
Hmm.
right? So this is the 1 minute time frame. So let me put it on. I'll do 1 minute. I'll look at the 15 minute, and then I'll look at the 1 hour. So the 1 hour kind of gives me more of okay, does it seem like it's gonna go? Of course, I need to bring it back some because it's moving the screen. I'm and on the 1 hour, right? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Back it up. So I should have marked the dollar amounts at time so I can know what I was looking at. Way over here.
About eight something.
Yeah, March. Where we at? Right here. All right, let me blow that up a little bit because I bought it yesterday, the 30th. All right, so on the 1 hour now, what was tricky for me, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, okay, it's so close. It's so close, right? And so of course it broke out at the end of the day yesterday. But so I was like, okay, I need to break it down a little bit. So when I went back to the 15-minute chart, and it was on the top gainers list, right? So yesterday, that morning, as soon as the bell hit, this cross right here, before I couldn't really tell because I was like, oh my God, it's so close. I didn't really know. And I knew the RSI was, way down here. So I'm like, okay, well, I know that much that when the RSI is like down to the 30, so it's uh oversold, I mean overbought. I get it right? I always get them mixed up.
It's undersold.
Yeah, undersold. So I'm like, okay, that's definitely a indicator that it may go in the uptrend. So I had to look
Wait,
at
I'm tripping. It's underbought.
un,
Underbought. Oh,
underbought, right? So I was like, okay, there's potential for it to grow up because it's underbought, right? And then so I was like, man, but it's still a little tricky. I don't really know. But I'm watching it on the top gainers list, and I was watching it go up in percentage. So I was like, you know what? When it it went up like um it went from $6 and some change and it got to 7, then it went to 8. I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump in because it's showing a lot of favor. And right when I jumped in, right here at the 883 mark, it was on this candle, but it clearly gave me confirmation because it started to pull away. But it was very difficult for me to do it with the moving averages. It really was. It was way more difficult than any other stock because it was so close. I couldn't do it on a higher time frame.
and let me give you an example of something, right? Um, if you go back to where it made the jump, right?
Right, right
Because
here.
if you go along with how the RSI and the MACD had been moving before that, right?
Here it goes.
They have been crossing, but when it gets to a specific number, we'll just say, I'm just gonna throw out there. We'll just say if it was 7 and 38, right? That's not what it is, but we'll just say 7 and 38. And every time it hits 7 and 38, it always does some type of price action. So when
Gotcha.
you start looking at how the MACD and the RSI run, they're all wild and everything, but at some point in time, they both connect at a specific number, and every time it does that, jumps.
But you could set an alert, right? Can we set an alert?
Yeah, you could do that. I don't do it, but
Yeah,
you could do that.
I'd have to do that. I know I'd have to do it. Um, to I have to remember how to do it though. I thought you could do an alert on. Well, maybe use an alert on the price. But I wanted you could do an alert on the RSI and the MACD for those numbers. I don't know. I'll find out though. You know what? I may be able to do it on Trading View.
Hmm. But you could look at it. Let me see.
I don't know.
Put it back on the 15 minute.
15 minute. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And let's get back to. All right. Go to where you had bought into it.
I bought it. I bought it right. Hold on. Let me go back to my Webull on my app. So I bought
Well, actually, just go
it.
to the 1 minute.
Bought it
We'll
too.
do it on that.
All right. So
Okay. Boom.
yesterday at
So
I bought it in pre-market because I bought it at 7:42 a.m. I bought it a little early.
yeah, I mean, well, that's around time you should have bought it anyway, because the cheaper prices are around this time, and everybody's just waking up, jumping in the market, so it's getting more and more volatile. And the more volatile it gets, the more money you make. So by the time the market opens, you could choose to take your profit out after you pass 20%, or you can keep going for a little bit just to see how high it goes.
Right. So it was. I got it at $8.82. So eight somewhere
At
up in there.
882.
Yep, right there,
Okay.
somewhere up in there.
Now go take the arrow down to the MACD and the RSI, and you can see at one point, like they're behind where it starts to jump. It's doing its own thing, but at one point they both hit at a specific number at the
Let me
same
see.
time on both of them, and that's when it jumps. And then you can see small increments of it doing it along the way. just to give you a better idea.
Let's look at it right here. So this one's like, let's see, let's move it over.
Because every time you see that spike up, like even go back right there, go right there,
This one,
and go up a little bit more, right there, right.
it's already oversold
Mm-hmm.
on the RSI, but it
You can
stayed
see.
up. I can see where it stayed up. Yeah, it's still uptrend
Mm-hmm.
on the chart.
And it'll have
Yeah,
little, like
perfect
it'll
comp.
have little spikes, it'll have big spikes, and not all and it's not all the time where it spikes up. Sometimes it spikes down, but every time it does that, it has a price action.
Right. Where you I remember you saying that and I'm trying to find the note. So I can see. I can see where the numbers look. You say oh yeah, it have a price action.
Hmm.
Um okay. I'm gonna get that part because I was like, I gotta get Sunny so I could see, go to the chart and then I could see exactly where he's
I
going. But
was I was showing my boy yesterday, and right before Tesla was closing, um, around 12 something,
Mhm.
they it did the same thing and it shot up like ruthless. Probably about like I think $10 or something like that in that whole little motion. And then right after that it hit it
Right.
again and shot all the way down.
You said it pulled up and then it came back.
Hmm. But it hit the number twice on both
Oh,
of them.
okay. On both of them. Right. So it'd be perfect if you just do the alert that way. It'll ding your phone. And
Yeah, I mean it could be done because I hear people talk about it like on YouTube and stuff where they have their alerts going, but I just don't do it because I'm all over the place.
he's all over. The place. I know it's over here somewhere. I'm gonna find the alert and I'm definitely gonna set it so I can I need to put it on a couple deals or whatnot. So yeah, so that was one of them that I had gotten off the top gainers list. Another one now I did do research on. Let me see. Let me go back here. It was most active. I clicked the most active, and yes, this one, the automotive one. This company. Um, Let me see what happened. What happened?
Oh, Mullen?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
did.
had earnings on the 31st. And so
Yeah,
that's why
I want to
they
play into earnings because I think they had. I think they may have had good year or something. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna play it into the earnings. So I bought it early.
hmm
I bought it early. And I actually bought 10 shares. So I was like, I think it's gonna have a good earnings. So but we'll see.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have great earnings. They just really started about a year ago, and they they're basically when I bought into them, I bought it for 100 of them for $74, like 74 cents basically.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and but I was being greedy. Once it got to when it had this big hype, and it got to like $1.80, I took out.
Of
But
course. You had doubled it, right?
yeah, so I was just on that tip. But I wasn't thinking that I didn't actually do my due diligence on the company at the time. I just seen it in the pre-market and I just jumped on it on something else, trying to ride the wave, making money. And then when I did my due diligence on what the company is actually doing, and the company's not too far from my house, so it's just crazy.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Yup. I sure jumped in this yesterday. And I got it, my shares, I got it at $3.26. It was already on its way, but I still got in. I was able to
Yeah,
get
I
in.
mean, me personally, I see the company being at like $6 or $7 by the end of the year, going into 23. But that's just my guess on it.
Right. So I had I said, oh, this company, is doing well. And I think there was some news that had posted on it when I was looking it up on the Weeble thing. And I was like, oh, okay. Uh of course yesterday it went up 25%. Yeah, this must be what drove my attention here. Um the electric vehicle listed
Hmm.
it, bridging the gap and all that good stuff. And I was reading on it.
Yeah, they're electric vehicle company, but they also sell electric vehicle cars, and they have a distribution with electric batteries. So this is why I say it's going to be something different. They just started up right now, and they're trying to build up more investors and try to do whatever they do with their company. They had got I think it was $140 million contract. So this is why I say over time, that money helps them when it's distributed in their company. It helps them to grow. And
Yes.
so if they're really if
I,
they're really trying to do something, or they have a big name, or it's a big boom about them, a lot of times when they do get access to a lot of money like that, it as a small company, it helps them grow. You could look at GFI, what is it? GFAI. It's a AI technology company, right? They were riding it out for about 30 cents for the longest. And then now I think they're almost at $2 because of the big jump that they did once they got a little bit of cash. So it makes a big difference.
and this is the article that drove me. You're right. They had gotten 65 million. They had posted the SEC filing uh for the court and then the third, and I was like, oh, they may have a good earnings report. And, so I was like, okay, let me jump in this because this definitely may be a good move for future. So I was like, I'm gonna buy shares because I haven't bought shares for companies since last year. Let's let me start buying some shares because that's how my money grew over time. Getting in good companies, but of course, I had came in the market when the pandemic hit, so a lot of my growth was based off of companies that had downtrend due to the pandemic and the closing and the shutdown, and then started to regain its positions back. So I was like, okay, now starting back from scratch and really learning how to evaluate these companies to see if their growth and get in them and get the shares and dollar cost value in. Now I have to start from scratch, and this was one of the ones I purchased yesterday as well. Right. So I got them, and I got into the dare as well, and it didn't. It was on the. I think it was on the top gainers list, and I did this little move right here. And then of course it put back and it's consolidating out, but it has what it have going on. This one, let me go to the news on the bottom.
What is that called? Dare?
Their bioscience gap. It missed its earnings. I think I was trying to play into the earnings and it missed its earnings. It does a this vaginal treatment, bacterial treatment.
When did you get it? Yesterday?
I got it yesterday.
Okay. So that's another thing. So like say how we up right now, right?
Hmm.
And say this company where you were looking into it now, you would want to be on the page. Okay, boom. Let me see. Well, when you take that down, I'll show you something.
Oh, okay. Let me take it down. Let me move it down.
Okay, boom. Say it's it's at the morning. Yeah, the morning started. It's at it's at $1.44, right?
Hmm.
And then say, okay, boom. I'm just gonna buy 10 of them real quick. And then so now I put in for $14.40. Now it jumps up to about $16, right? I mean,
Shoot,
dollar
I
60.
wish.
No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. I meant $1.60 because
yeah,
we're doing it on a small level. So it
right.
jumps up to $1.60. So now you can either take profit or you can let it come down a little bit and you can add a little bit more. So you're watching where the resistance is, right? And
Yeah, because we
now, yeah, you're
so
watching where the resistance is, and as it goes down, when it hits another resistance, you're on the page of I'm buying into it. Boom, it goes up, comes down, hits another resistance. When it by the time you build up your chips, right, and the market opens, it makes a big difference on how much you can get. So if you say, for instance, you're doing it before the market even opens and you already hit that 20%, ain't no reason to wait. That's why I say like it gives you a limit when you do the 20% versus I'm just trying to kill the game.
oh yeah. The percentage wise, and I definitely see your point. But you know what what I wasn't doing was dollar cost valuing into it as it went along. I know I wasn't doing that as as it goes along. Um, like right here, like you're saying, okay, boom. Even though it pulled back, you know where your resistance is. Now you have a support because I can draw a support there too. Like right in here, change that color. And then bam, I could say that now this would be my support, that would be my resistance, and you add to the position, and I know that I probably when I draw my resistance, 9 out of 10, I'm gonna sell up there. I mean, I look at the percentages too. I got my little dollar thing, but if I put the support and resistance, I'm probably planning that because that's what I did with my Ford, and I knew that once Ford hit my dollar amount, and I was waiting for it, I sold. But what I had to do because I knew it was continuing to grow at that time last year, I said, okay, I'm gonna need to buy me a couple more calls because I already know I'm gonna sell at that point, and it did it 3 times. The first time I was like, okay, kill your anxiety, let it go. And it did it again. I was like, I'm gonna set it down. So I was like, let me buy two more calls. And I did. And then I sold the third time it hit. I said, let me get on out of here because that's what I was waiting for. And I sold it, my leap. And then I had the other two, and then I made a couple more bucks, and then it pulled back. And then I said, okay, let me look at the options to see if the market sentiment is still on the calls. So I said, you know what, I'll just buy a whole another year leap options and see where it goes because it still had over 100 and something thousand on that strike price in a leap. So I was like, okay, I'll try it again. Let's see what it do again. By the end of the year, may make some moves. you know.
Mm.
But anyways, yes, I'll put that out there like that, and we'll see where it goes. So yeah, I'm starting to know how to use my Webull tools like the trader do.
I was looking at the top gainers on the pre-market right now because
Okay, let me go back. Top gainers.
yeah, everybody's fighting for position right now. But you got a lot of people with earnings today. And this is why it's almost like a fool you type of thing. So with the companies, a lot of times what they do is at the end of the day, they or even in the aftermarket, they buy a lot into the company. And so when they buy into a lot into the company, it's a big spike early morning. So like when people like me or you or other people are watching this morning, we see a big spike. It's like, oh, let me see what the company is doing. Let me jump into it. It's really the earnings, and they're trying to build up as much revenue as they can.
Yep. So
Some of them are full use. That's what I was basically trying to say. So like they got
yeah,
one that says it's a top gainer right now. It's at plus 42.16%, right? It's called Black Box Stock. So yesterday it
oh
was
yeah,
at
oh yeah, Black Box. I got Black Box. I'm subscribed to Black Box.
Yeah. Well, right now it's giving you the fool you on the because of the earnings. So I was going to show
Yep.
you how you could tell basically on the full use
Let me
when you
see.
start.
Where's it?
Hold
I'm in the
on.
wrong thing.
I'm
I'm in.
looking at on my page. That's why. I
Okay.
because on my phone I could put split screen.
Oh, you want to share your screen?
No, I'm looking
Okay.
at both of it at the same time.
Oh, okay. Um,
Okay, when you put it on the top gainers,
I'm on.
put it on pre-market
What did I do? What? Okay. Why am I not?
because you have it for I think you got it on monthly or yearly.
I do. Okay. Let me go back. I'm not signed into it. I just have it open. Hold on. Let me go to my phone.
Boom, boom. Okay, where you know how you could hit on the top gainers, right? It should say, "Oh, that's why."
What's wrong?
Okay, no, you have it in a different section. You got it in the market section.
Oh,
Go
go
to
home.
the home.
Go home. Oh, I need to sign in, huh? I'd have to sign in.
No, go to trade. Go to trade. I'm trying to figure it out on the computer because on the phone it's easier. Because on the phone I can easily just go
Market.
to the
There we go.
top
It's
gainers.
over
Yeah,
here. I got it.
pre-market. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So when you go into it, um, the stock has it's been riding out about $1.50, $2 a share for the last 3, 4 months.
You say okay? Let me open it up on this
Well,
one.
about 2 months, right? And so when you see that, it basically bottoms out and it's waiting on earnings. And then as soon as earnings comes up, you have where it starts having big spikes. These big spikes are fool you because in reality, the company ain't been doing nothing. So
Right.
it's not gonna have no kind of good earnings. Nobody's jumping into it.
Right. All right. Right.
So those type of things, when people don't understand, it's a fool you. You'll jump into that thinking that it's going to be volatile because it's at 42%.
So
But
now
look,
in
huh?
Webull, if you was to put hold on, let me go back. In Webull, when I click, I got all these darn tabs open. Let me click. I'm trying to click on it to get to okay, here we go. I double click. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So my pre-market is on my left and then my chart is on my right.
Yeah.
All right. So boom. I have it open. Now you talked about earnings. So one would say, okay, how do I get to the earnings quickly? So you just go to that financial data on the bottom, uh, or you just move the chart around.
As far as knowing what they when their earnings is coming,
Right. You
oh well,
are
shoot,
you
I usually look at the daily chart on the Webull and it tells you when like every time they did
right
their
here?
earnings in the past, and you could just estimate what around the time they're going to do their earnings for this time.
Right. Well,
That's
yes,
if
I
you don't
could.
read the news on it.
Right. So I look at the financials on the bottom. It'll show the quarters here as well.
Okay.
Well, it's not giving
Well, on
dollars
the that's why I say on the phone when you go on the daily, it has circles.
here. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me go
it'll
back.
have circles on throughout the chart showing when you're earning when.
Ah, here. There you go.
Yeah.
It was last year at this time. 1.4.
Oh, this company is horrible. Let me see that from what is that last year at this time, and then
Yep.
when the next time they did their earning.
Oh, this is the third. That's the second quarter. This is the third
Yeah, I
quarter.
know. Go back to it again.
The fourth
That was
quarter.
the first quarter, right? That
It's
was the
the
fourth
fourth.
quarter.
That's
And
the
then let
fourth.
me see, the other one was the second.
Yeah, this is second.
Oh, this company sucks. So, um, have you ever heard of? I'll give you an example. Have you ever heard of Apple? Like you know how it has its quarterly earnings.
Hmm.
So it has its quarterly earnings in March, and then it's supposed to have the next quarterly earnings when?
So it would be June or yeah, June,
Okay. So now if it doesn't have its quarterly earnings, it's supposed to happen in June, but it doesn't have it until
July,
August,
August.
September. What does that mean?
That,
As a major company,
oh
they
yeah,
keep
they push. So it's where you said
no, it means that they're not keeping up with their shit. So
yeah, because
basically, if I'm not making enough money,
they wait
and
to report.
exactly.
That's what I was gonna say. They delayed the reporting.
So they delay the report to try to build up more revenue, or try to be on the page of where they can get more investors, or they can be on the page of where they might be waiting to market their product. Whatever they're trying to do, they're basically trying to do to get more incentive for that quarter. And if they got the quarter coming up and they can't produce nothing, they're going to stall it out as long as they can. And if they stall it out like that, it's not a good company, because you're not going to see Google doing that. You're not going to see Tesla doing that. You know what I'm saying? So these are examples.
Right. Look at this pre-market move with Sega Therapeutical. They must be have something going on. Yep. Second phase of this Luminaria re in patients 700. So then their second phase, what they doing? Yep. So they in the pre market, so they had a little bump. So I guess they had some good ratings. 8 mile treatment, 708 generally well tolerated in the study. This is Sable Therapeuticals. They just had a almost what $10, $8, $7. Jumped just a second ago. Let me push that news down. You you've really mastered some of this due diligence. I remember it's funny how you could walk you could walk the walk with somebody coming in the market and learning at the same time and then listen to the growth over time. Let me go back. Sunny probably over there trading. Like, girl, you messing up my trades this morning. Like this one to 1 hour. Either I'm on the wrong chart or something. I don't know. Let me go back here. Pre-market. And then let me look at this one. DID. DID. See what y'all doing. Oh, you just IPO'd this year. What y'all talking about? Who they giving some drugs to? Uh oh. They got compliance issues.
Mm. looking at that company, how would you think that that company was?
But this one, the one, wait up, let me go back. I'm talking about this one right here that I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have some issues right now with their compliance in China. So it pulled, I mean, it just IPO'd, so it's not doing really good. It's on the downtrend.
Um,
But
it's just my opinion.
well,
Majority of companies that just IPO, right?
mm-hmm,
That don't have enough market capital, they're
mm-hmm,
gonna end up dying out, or they're gonna be one of these penny, like real penny stocks that you see that's only like 20 cents, 15 cents, that kind of stuff.
mm-hmm.
Because in a market that we got going right now, it's vicious. It's all kinds of uncertainty going on. So people aren't going to be for sure to put their money into that especially when it
Right.
doesn't really have a
Yeah.
big market cap and it's
And
going
they got
down.
issues. And what? Yeah, they got some compliance issues going on in China. Right.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Mm-hmm. Their market cap is 1.95 billion.
It's 11.82 billion.
Oh, what am I
Yeah.
looking at then? Why it says 1.95 here?
That's a DD Gold Global, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, 11.82 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's a good market cap for you?
it depends on what company is and what it's actually doing. So
Yeah.
like you can have say for instance, AMC is a good market cap, has a good market cap. It's just getting out of the hole, but before it wasn't really doing anything. It was
Ooh,
more of the
hell no.
investors.
Their
It was more the
portfolio is
investors
horrible.
that made the company what it is. So
Yeah.
without the investors, and it was actually just going based on production, it wouldn't have did nothing. So it's a good market cap, but depending on what the company is how you match it.
Dang, it'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful if they perform again in 2022 like they did in 2021. Wait, they gotta make some ATRs real low. See, I'll go to FinViz and start looking at those fundamentals when I have to really
And then
start.
you look at I was gonna say because I didn't want to cut you off, but you were saying the fundamentals,
Hmm.
the like how you just explained about China, right?
Hmm.
And with all the stuff going down, Corona just doesn't go over just like that. And they
So,
don't just let people out just like that. We already know it goes months in a time, different things
hmm.
like that. So we'll say like the thing with Shanghai where they shut it down as far as their production companies, right?
Uh-huh.
Now we talked about it where it affected Tesla, but there's a multitude of other companies that are
Neo.
in Shanghai. But not just dealing with the EV. I mean, it could be on the
Oh
EV, it could
yeah,
be
yeah,
talking about Volkswagen, or it could be, what I'm saying, different things like that. But it goes into other companies. So you have Amazon that's invested into there, you got Google that's invested into there. So it goes into those companies. You have different what is that? CPI, China pharmaceutical, they go down based on that. So they have a production, not a production company. They have a company that's in Shanghai, but it's actually down now.
yeah. Um, uh, they must be got earnings. GameStop must be got earnings, huh?
No, they already did
Or they
earnings.
just did it.
GameStop is the reason why they up right now is because of the NFT ride. So,
Oh,
um,
okay, okay.
yeah, AMC and GME run neck and neck as far as how the algos run, right? And so with them buying into the HYMC, it actually benefited what they were actually trying to do. They just got rid of all of their debt. They don't have to pay the next thing until 2025. So everything right now is all money in. And the majority of the people that hold shares are all investors. I mean, all retailers versus investors. So it's going to be kind of hard to really kill that
Yeah.
company.
Yep. Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, that's why GME is running the way it is now, because it's really nothing stopping it.
Let's go back. See who's still on our top gainers list. Let's look at all of them.
Mm. Right here on the news is basically saying that to still watch for the that DD company.
That
It's
D
it's
D
yeah, it's
okay.
basically saying to still watch it despite the compliance.
Oh, with that issues.
Hmm.
They gave him access to the city audits and all that stuff. Da, da, da. Okay, let me go back. Do 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 do. All right.
I think I'm
Okay.
gonna put some options on this.
Which one? The did it?
Hmm. I was just looking at it because it's
It,
gonna
it got,
definitely strike down. Because you gotta look at it. Here goes the psychology of it too. I've been holding on to this stock for so long, or for months, or I've been holding on to it and I've been losing because it's been going on a downtrend. So now, as it starts spiking up and I can get a little bit of dollars, I'm taking right out. And there's a lot of people doing
oh
that
yeah.
all the time.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
That we
so,
be
yeah. And so the psychology of it, just looking at it, and I don't even know if they have it like that, but I call it retailer psychology. So just thinking
yeah.
of it as far as how people think in that mode, it's on the page of dang, I've been holding on to it. That stock ain't been doing nothing, this and that. And then it finally goes up a little bit, they taking right out. And when they start taking right out, or they start doing them options start hitting, it's on the
Hey,
page of like it's gonna go right back down. It'll spike up, but it'll go right back down.
why you playing? There's a lot of options out here on this.
I know.
You must have went and looked.
Yeah, of course. While we was talking, I was looking.
Let's
I,
see.
I was checking out that. I was checking out Sage with this gap they got.
Let's see.
Sage fill it. That's basically that spike up was to fill that gap. So when the market starts back up, I'm pretty sure it's going to start going down. But we'll see.
Oh, I put the wrong thing. Must be it's DIDI.
But I think that $30 for at the strike price of 27.50 on the puts for Sage, I think that sounds good.
Hold on. Let me see. You went to that. Oh, you said the $30.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
it's already up 20%. Shit, somebody got that yesterday. That was a
no,
wrap.
no, that's see yesterday, right?
Hold
That
on.
was that was the shot for yesterday for people that was betting it, right? That was trading it. But it was unexpected of what it was going to do today as far as how the jump is. So everybody that was in the market or waiting on some kind of money in this morning when it spiked up that 42%, they gonna take money out. They gonna try to get paid. And so as they take money out and try to get paid, it's gonna start dropping. And that's when that option hit, get my 20%, I'm out.
I'm in the wrong.
Works like a charm every morning, I'm telling you.
Don't worry, I'm about to get it. I said, "Woo, I gotta start getting up."
Yeah,
Oh,
you ain't got to kill the
no.
game. Shoot,
Look,
just little
look at
dollars.
this. Look at this option. This is what I showed the Diddy. What you move back to Sage, but this is the one I had opened up. This is what I was talking about. What I said, wow. They, look at open interest and look at the new contracts today, but look at the open interest that was already in it.
Wait, what company is this?
This is that Diddy.
Okay. Yeah, I
Or
was looking at the dollar puts or the 1 cent puts.
yeah, and even look at the puts.
And that's around about a 50 of them.
Shit. Look, look at you said the dollar puts. Oh, it's only $1.
Mm-hmm.
It costs $1.
That's why I said 50 of them.
With today's expiration date?
No, go to the
Let me go up.
okay on the bid.
Yeah, this is today's I'm looking at. Let me look at it for next week.
No, I'm looking at today. I was looking at today.
Okay, right.
I'm gonna get in, get out. I'm not trying
Oh
to
yeah,
hold on.
yeah. You sound like me. I'll be in and out.
Man, because when you see if I've done that before, if you try to wait until
Mm-hmm.
next week on a little bitty stock like that, it ain't volatile enough. It's gonna eat up your theta, and you ain't gonna make. You either gonna make $2 extra, or you ain't gonna make nothing at all. If
Mm,
you're gonna get it long, like anything past 4 days, you want the stock to be where
growth.
like within a day, it rises about $2 to $3, you know what I'm saying, in between. $2 to $3 to $10 in between. You know what I'm saying? That way the theta doesn't really eat up as much. It'll just basically be on the page of where you can win a lot or you could just
Yep.
cut off from your stop loss.
They you got where's it at? What's it at right now? $2 and what's it at? 291? 294. Oh, that's post market. Pre market.
Where are you looking at?
What's the pre market? I'm trying to see what the price is right now.
Are they on calls?
No, 290. Okay, it's at $2.95. No, just the price per share in general.
It looked like it looked like you're looking at calls.
Oh no, I was looking at my phone. Sorry.
Uh,
Hold on. I was looking at my phone to see what the price per share was. It was 295. So I can look at the calls. I was the calls and here's the puts right here.
it's at 295. Oh, it's already going down. It
Mm.
was just at $3 when we was checking it out.
I know we can't get no contracts until what 8:30.
Yeah, yeah. You can't get it. Well, you can get it right before the market opens, or you can actually you could put in for it, but it won't come in until the market opens.
Yeah, it won't affect. Oh, I gotta run to the restroom real quick. You want to have a
Yeah,
say something? Let me put it back on the get back to the market gainers. All right, there's your list. Talk to him, Sonny. Talk to him.
oh, well, I was gonna say if you put it on Sage, then I could
Oh,
talk about that.
you put it
But
on stage. You would
yeah,
put it on.
but
All right,
or you could just pick one randomly, and I'll try to break something down.
I'll put it on stage since you were there. Oh, let me refresh the screen. We've been having bad weather systems.
Sage is already dropping. It's at 20% now. So basically, what it is it had that high spike, and if you go to the daily, you can actually look and see um, last month around the 16th or the 15th, they had a big, huge gap, a huge drop, and it left a large gap. And right now, you have on the page of where it's actually filling that gap. So it jumped up. The gap started at 41.98, and um, and basically when it got filled today, it jumped all the way to 41.85, and now it's heading back down. The best thing I would do actually with this is I would actually give some options, give me some put options and ride that down. because yeah, in reality, it's the reason why you got the great spike on it is because it's going with the algos. It actually has its trials going on. It got approved for certain medications, and this is why it has a lot of interest. But the company itself hasn't really been doing much, so this is why it's guaranteed to go down just a little bit. May not go down a lot, but it's just a little bit for enough for you to get extra money or extra cheese or whatever you're trying to do. It makes a big difference. If you look on the puts, you have where it's usually high, well, usually high prices on this company, so it's low volatility. If it's on the page of where, uh, excuse me, it's high volatility. If it's on the page of where it's low prices, usually it's because it's low volatility, especially with it being a high price company. So this is why you start looking at companies like Merck or companies like Pfizer when you do options on there because their price range isn't that big. The their options are actually cheaper. There's not there's a lot of volatility, but there isn't that much price action. Can't believe Mo got me talking this much and I don't even be into this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make close this up real quick. All right. We'll talk about what I'm gonna jump into this morning. Uh, so I'm looking at today I'm looking at it being a put option day. So most of the trades that I'm going to do today is going to be based on puts. I'm looking at a lot of your ETFs are either down or angling down. So that gives you an idea that there's a lot of the companies that's not going to be so high this morning. Or if they are high, a lot of them just had a jump from the aftermarket, or they have earnings, so they have a jump in the pre-market. But majority of them haven't just jumped up just because of what they're doing or performing.
Okay. And I heard you too. I'm about to get off. I'm about to get off the live. I just wanted to. So my mom got me talking this much. So you talk a lot. You really good. Look, so when you first start coming on the streams or whatever, you Sunny and I think it was Mumu or whatever.
Mhm.
And I was like, these guys are really good researchers. I mean, I think a lot of people are really good researchers. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of the ones who debate are good researchers. And I'm like, man, when they get in the market, because they already have that appetite for reading and studying these different avenues of things, man, they gonna kill the game. And look at you. I remember the day you was used to be. Listen, I was just learning too, but I'm not as quick as far as the reading and material. So I was like, man, I have to stick around these people long enough so I can gain that appetite as well for reading a lot, picking up the information really quick, making decisions. So I gravitate more to the fundamental side because, of course, being my background being in the accounting side of the house and the numbers, the charts and things like that is really appealing to me. So but you all on the information side, I say, man, if I could just mirror those two together and get it right. But man, I knew once you start learning the information, you start learning where to go, what to do, how to make that decision with the information that you was gonna get a good rhythm and a good methodology and start doing really, really well. I already knew that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
whatnot.
think my thing is because I hate to not know things or
Mhm.
be in the conversation or area around people and they're talking about things and I don't know it. And so we had a conversation that was due to the tax and then the taxes, and then you were talking about the economic power program that you was going to start doing. You ended up doing it on Sonnet. I was like, oh, I'm jumping on this. I need to get into this. And then it was a rolling ball from there. You really had started me on my journey, to be honest. That's why I always say you my master teacher.
Oh, stop. You look, hey, it said the student has surpassed the teacher. Now she got to catch up. But
Uh,
I'm getting my I fell off a little bit in reference to trying to get this whole health thing together, but I'm getting my groove back. I'm getting my little groove back a little bit. I want to pick up that one method you talk about. I want to understand that MACD a little bit more. So we'll definitely chop it up in the back chat, you know, for
oh yeah,
everybody
speaking of
else.
that, let me see if I could. I didn't even look at that right now. Let me see.
MACD.
Yeah, I was gonna look at it on something on one of these stocks on the free market. Okay, going on here. There's nothing really volatile right now, so you don't really see nothing.
Yeah, it didn't really move.
About the most volatile one they have is that black box stock, but
It didn't make no big
you can
move.
already kind of see what that is. So when you know how Oprah talks about the big candles,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
okay, so
institutional moves. Uh-huh.
yeah, so you'll see where it'll be a slightly big candle and a bunch
Hmm.
of like small greens and then a slightly big candle. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Uh-huh.
like they're baiting people in. And then once they get so high, they sell, like it'll be a big, big sale. And that's how they just keep milking you, keep milking you.
Mm-hmm. I
Just
I'm on.
things that in the market to watch for, because although we feel like we're getting over by reading the charts, you know what I'm saying, you have the
Yeah.
opposing team that's reading the charts and trying to figure out what they can do to manipulate the chart.
I know, right? Gotta love it. I gotta put on this BP. So
A
um
put on BP. Let me see.
uh-huh.
Isn't BP the Puerto Rican thing, or is that the
It's
gas?
the petroleum.
Yeah, okay. I knew it was one of them.
No, is this the petroleum? Hold on.
Is it BP?
This is
No, because I think I got
uh,
that. Let me see.
BP. No, this is
Well, you said VP. Yeah, I
B.
got BP. Yeah,
Yeah.
BP PLC. Yeah.
What you got shares?
No, yeah, I had a little play
You
because
did
I mark them down. Like whenever I do something with it, I mark them down and I mark um how much I did, how much I won, how much I lost, and how much I put in for at that time. And so that way, whenever I come back to it, like how it's a memory. When you said BP, I was like, oh, okay. It had to be one of those. I knew it was either gas or the thing that had to deal with the Puerto Rico.
yeah. You I gotta put on it.
Put on it. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
What the three? You got it for today,
Uh, oh yeah, it's gonna expire today.
but you had bought it before.
I had bought it in the beginning of the week. I should have had already
Got
sold
out.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
I
was your
was
strike price?
I mine $29.
Oh, that sucks.
I thought it was gonna I know. I thought it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna I thought it was gonna pull back even more, but it has that, it has that resistance right there.
Okay, see, this is what I was talking about earlier in this kind of stock where um there's not enough price action. So because it's not enough price action, they give you the options for cheap. But when you buying into those options for cheap, it's actually eating up your theta to have it for a long period of time because it's not
Yeah.
enough price action.
Yeah, I should have sold it when I had hit my market what I wanted to do with it, and then I didn't get out because I did it in Webull. I had already made plays for the day, and I ran out of day trades, and then I got stuck. And then now it was just off of pure hope. I knew it was go. I knew just if you mean just looking left, you know, coming below that.
Oh, and I got something for you too. So do you ever go, you know how it says like let me go to it. Like you have the, so I don't say it wrong. Okay, you know how you have the order type?
Order type. Yeah. You talking about like the stop limit market stop loss that you talking about that?
Your order type is, yeah, stop
Yeah,
limit, stop market, yeah.
yeah. Stop
Okay.
trail. Stop yeah, stop loss trail. Trail
Now,
stop loss.
don't laugh, but I just recently found this out. Using that, you can be able to fractional share any company.
Oh, what do you mean? Like when you click on it?
Yeah. So if you click on market, you can actually buy fractional shares. I bought fractional shares of Tesla the other day with
Yeah.
$5 just to see if it works.
Yeah, I seen you when you click on it. I don't think I could. I don't think I can do it. Let me go and pick a trade. All right, so let me put the Tesla right here. Is it certain companies or you think
No, all companies.
Oh, okay, okay. So I got it on. I have it on the buy, and I put it on market, and I just have the quantity option. So if I put, oh okay, oh wait a minute, no, well this one particular one, you know, like
Okay, because you got it in options. If you buying the
oh I'm in
stock,
the wrong place. I'm sorry. Hold on.
yeah. Because if you got it in options, it's asking something different.
Select trade market. No, I don't think it's on all of them.
No, it's on all of them.
Well, because
So
I'm in.
if you
I'm
go
in.
to okay, let me see, what stock are you on?
You know, I won't be able to do it on here because I'm
Yeah,
not.
go on Tesla. Go to where it
I'm not.
says limit. Press that. No, you went off of it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's in the paper trade option. If I go to the trade option, let me see what it let me do now. Okay, so limit market. See?
Yeah, and then you can go. You can put $1.
Oh, you talking about right down here?
Mm,
Oh, now
no,
my huh?
where it say uh your price. You know how
Oh
you can put your own price.
yeah.
You just put $1, and you can actually buy it for $1.
Wait, so my phone, hold on, because I don't see that. I don't all of those options that I'm seeing on the screen, I'm not seeing that in my app.
I don't see no options.
No, no, I didn't mean options. I meant the okay, so when I'm looking at my app and
Hmm.
I click trade and I click buy and I change the order type to market.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
and then you could buy like the Apple. You could buy it for $1.
yeah, doing those fractional shares. Hold on, let me try to get on my phone. Apple trade market. Oh, see, I'm telling you, Sonny, it's not on every stock. Now on the Apple one, it actually said it. It said fractional shares trading enabled. But the other company I just tried to do, it wasn't.
What company did you try to do?
I just clicked on any of them because you said you could do it on anyone. I just
Yeah,
was
you can do it on anyone. I
uh
mean, well, I haven't found one I couldn't do it on yet, so that's why I'm like, mm-hmm.
okay. So like, see this one just still my yeah. So the Apple one specifically had okay. Let me look at Qualcomm. I think I need to start buying it again too because I need to dollar cost into that trade. Yeah. Oh yes, I'm about to do some shares on this one. Hey, it's some stuff I've been trying. I was like, man, I sure wish Weeble did fraction of shares, man. I need to start working my way back into some because that's what I did in my Robinhood account, and I was able
Mhm.
to save a lot. I was like, man, I need to start putting back into these companies, start getting back in. There's a lot of companies I had, and I had sold them all off in September last year, right before the market had dropped, and I went and got my truck, and I said, man, I need to use that strategy again, but I was using a lot on Robinhood to do those in my stash. But I wanted to start doing the Webull because Webull had started enhancing its features.
Believe it or not, you were the one who taught me that I can do fractional shares on here because
I did.
yeah,
I'm silly.
because I had asked you, you were talking about the Google split or the Amazon split, and I had asked if I have fractional shares, can I be part of the split? And I told my dad, I was like, she trying to be funny because you sent me the
No,
Investopedia.
I wasn't trying to be funny.
She said the Investopedia.
I wasn't I wasn't trying to be funny. I was sharing information. I figured you just didn't really know. I was sharing it because I wasn't sure. I remember once the stock split. Well, I had whole shares when Apple and Tesla had split the last time, so I wasn't sure, and I was like, man, I don't know if they're gonna give him like point something something of the share, or he gonna lose the whole thing. I wasn't sure, so that's why I went to Investopedia. I said, well, he can read it here, maybe he'll find it. I wasn't being funny. Trying to be funny.
Well, I found out if you got partial shares and they do a split,
Yeah.
you'll basically have splits of the partials.
Okay. So you have to point something, which I thought was going to happen. The fractional of the partial.
Yeah.
Um, I put this up because I wanted to look at the daily on that. It
Is it-
looked like a nice little Christmas tree. It went up and then right back down. This is something on the top game. This is a chicken noodle soup. So I went to look at the stock, the the money over time, whatever, in the earnings, because I have to start checking my market caps and things of that nature. So I was
chicken
like,
soup.
so why did okay? Let me see. Okay, so you
I
see
see a
doing
gap on there though. That's a chicken soup, huh?
yeah.
Look at the
What you see? This one you talking about this gap?
yeah. Let's see. If anything, when it do come back around, that's gonna be its pivot point.
Yep, right here. Yep,
Hmm.
to decide if it's gonna go there or there. So I guess somebody would draw the trend line like that.
And you saw this in the top market today.
Oh, yeah, it's on the top it's on the top gainers. It said chicken noodle soup. Look at the news. It got a little news. It has some earnings.
Yeah, I fool you. That's one of them fool yous again. The
Uh-huh.
market's it's been going down. Somebody probably bought in the pre-market or yesterday in the aftermarket real
Mm-hmm.
high, and now everybody's jumping on it, or a few people jump on it, but it's gonna go back down. You can
It
see,
ain't doing nothing. Ain't there was no kind of exciting jump. Whatever happened. Cause look at this drama.
this is what you call junk stock. So you got a gang of junk stock.
So now I know I can start looking at my daily. And then you got
Dang,
you got Dio Yo Duda. You Dio.
that sage is dropping fast.
You did a put? Oh, we can't yet.
No, you can't yet. But I was just looking. That's what I would have did if I would have seen it. Phew, it's just dropping fast. Because
Yes,
I was looking at that 2750 for the
strike price.
yeah, strike price. And shoot, if the market would have been open, I could have got it at 41. I'd have killed the game already and got out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that 2750. Let me go
Mhm.
down.
You don't even have to hit it. Just let it. Just because it's volatile, it'll go up. I do it all the time with Tesla. I buy, like, if I'm gonna buy a put, I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy it at like 750, $800 for
You
the
be
strike
playing
price.
you spend $700?
No, I'm talking about the strike price. I'm looking at the strike
Oh,
price at
oh yeah.
700 or $800. That way you can get it for $20. And then it's so volatile that the market
Yeah.
goes up and down between 50 and $100 within that price range that you're gonna win easy every time.
Either way.
Exactly. For cheap.
Yeah, I wanted to do a Tesla put one time and I was like, ugh, good God. But I was only looking at, of course, a lot of the
The
in the
ten
money.
thousand dollars and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, listen, what last year though, I was gonna do $1,000 options on Tesla, and I should have done it. I don't know why I pulled back. I think it was like in May or June, and I was gonna do it for the last, all the way up to January 2023. Man, why I didn't do that? I don't
You
know
would have
why.
been rich.
It was only $1,000, and it was an in the money options. It wasn't even way out of the money. But I was a little still afraid at that time. But if they do a split, look at here.
Wait, you said it
Man,
was like in the money option?
yeah, at that time,
Oof. Oof.
remember, let me push this down. Let's go. Yeah, remember they had just did the what, let's see, 2021. Yeah, they had just did the this is the summer. It was only $600. And I was going
Yeah,
to
yeah, I remember it
yeah,
was when it jumped to
yep,
750, everybody thought it was something, but then
yep.
when it jumped to 900, everybody was like, "Oh."
Yes.
Then
So
it
it
jumped to 12. Yeah.
right. I was gonna do it right here. It was during the summer in June. We and one of my friends, and we was like, surely if it goes to 1,000, we coming out. And man, that shit went up in November to 12. I was like, why didn't I do the damn option? I knew it was gonna go up. You know, and then it stayed steady. We was gonna do it all. We was gonna do the January 2022 options on it in
Mm.
June. That was in June. So that's why I was saying, and when Amazon does the split, that's why I was trying to get my little profits up, because I say when Amazon does the split, I want to be able to I want to get shares, but I also want to get options. You remember Deshandra got that Tesla option when it did the split,
Hmm.
and she made that 14K, and she got out a week earlier than the expiration date.
Wait, what? Wait, she got
Yeah,
out a week earlier before the
yeah, she
expiration
had got. I think it was like a week or two early. She had gotten out, and Tesla went up just a little bit more. Yep,
date? Mm.
yep. I think her expiration date was like January 21st or something, and she got out like on the 14th or something like that. Yeah,
Mm.
it should be in our that screenshot should still be in the chat somewhere.
Yeah, that's definitely my problem. Is I take out quick, but I
Me
mean,
too.
it's a safety net, but like sometimes I give you a prime example, right? I had bought um I had bought 10, 10, $10 call options, right, with
Oh,
G&E when they were at $10 a share.
mm-hmm.
And this was last year. And so they ended up, I ended up selling my call options right before that Friday, right? When it was supposed to be over. I sold it, I think that Thursday or that Wednesday. And I
Uh-huh.
only made like a couple hundred off of it. The next, that same Friday, they did a reverse split. I
Oh,
woke up and seen the stock said $100 and something a share. I was like, what the fuck?
I did Microsoft yesterday and I panicked, right? I did a put. Oh, I panicked. I panicked because yesterday, let me put it, let me go to one let me start this out. Let me tell you what it did. I was hot. I panicked and I was like, man, if I keep this damn option till tomorrow and it reverses on me, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna tell you where it faked me at right here. This damn candle right here. I had a $310, no, yeah, $310 put, right?
Mm,
And I was like, when I seen this, and I was like, oh dang, it's going the other way. So I was like, okay, Monica, are you gonna stay? You're gonna go right here. And I was like, oh God. Then I stayed a little bit and it's still at 313. I was like, I am
you
not
had a
about
put?
to lose. I had a put, yes.
Mm,
300 and at that my strike price was 310. You
mm,
see what it did, right? At the
mm.
end of the day, it went to 308. I was pissed. And then today, what is it right now? What's the this morning? I think it's still low for Microsoft. Yep, but it was so scary because it would just see, yeah, it's 310, but it had dropped right before the end of the day yesterday. It had dropped to 308 hours. Hot. Oh God, I was so scared that it would not. See, it was at the 310. So I was like, let me go. At first, I said, let me go and get my money up out of here. I ain't about to play with this thing. This thing, I'm not about to lose the money because I just knew it was gonna reverse on me. And that
Mm,
bad boy
mm.
dropped. Now it came back up to 310 again, but I would have if I would have just stayed in another hour.
You would have got it.
Oh man, I just took my little couple bucks and I kind of got back to what I had put into it and I sold it. And then when I looked up, I said 308. Oh my God. I was sick because I just panicked. I just panicked. I just didn't think. I thought this little consolidation it was doing was getting ready to reverse it. And even though, let me see, let me put that
But
in.
see, what was your stop loss?
I didn't have one because I did it on. I just
No,
what
I'm talking
happened
about
was,
mental stop loss. Like, what was the because if I'm putting
oh,
in,
oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well, when I did this one, why did I go in the Microsoft and oh, it had this regulatory issue they had going on, but I was like, dang, I didn't even look at. I didn't even think about whether where I was going to stop at, and then I didn't even plot the chart or nothing. I just was like, "This is where I'm going." I didn't even look at this gap. I didn't do none of that. I was just like, I just chose that strike price. Matter of fact, let me go to bar chart. I think I went to bar chart, and I knew it was going to be something quick because sometimes I just do that. But I panicked. I did a day trade on it, took my money back, and then at the end of the day, I said, "You see, you got into the damn trade to take
mm,
advantage of what was going on, and you got out too early. Look at this. Look at these options that were out there. Um, then look at the
so
open interest today. Look at the volume today. Just not today. They got to be yesterday. Yeah, Just yesterday. I wasn't even smart. I don't even think I look at bar chart because if I look at bar chart, I probably would have just stayed in it.
Wait, where is he? Let me see.
Look, this
310.
was yesterday. Yeah, look at the this would
How
have
much
been
did you have? Did you buy it for?
100 and hold on, let me look. I bought it for I
150.
think it was 100 and oh, shoot, I don't even see it on my thing. Hold on, let me go down. Microsoft, there it is. Nope, I had bought it for 182.
Mm.
Yeah, but I knew the play. I knew it was
No,
gonna happen, Sonny.
you would have been getting killed.
No,
This
you think
morning,
so?
yeah,
If I
yes,
would have,
I'm looking at it right now. So
so
310 at
how
the
do you
strike
tell?
price, huh?
How can you tell? I had
Okay.
three. I
Hmm?
had 310 a 310 put
Yeah, you got it on 312 right there, but go up one
right
more.
here.
Oh, that's your 310.
Right.
So now if that's your 310, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And the bid is at 157, you bought it for 182, you'd have been losing.
Right, because it's 157 right now.
Yeah. So that's how I measure it
Oh,
on that
good.
page.
Oh, good. So then I'm glad I sold it then.
Hmm. So, because this morning, I mean, I was going to tell you a few things, but this morning it's kind of up, Microsoft. But if you look at Microsoft and certain companies like that, Microsoft, Spy, and I think Apple too. I got to go check, but they all running the same algos right now. So
Okay,
when
so Microsoft trade with the spy.
well, look at the Microsoft, right? And look at
Yeah,
the pattern of it, and then look at Spy and look at the pattern of it. And they're running the same patterns.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trade with yeah.
Yeah, so
I
this is
ain't gonna
why I
look at the
said
spy today.
if the algos are running the same patterns, then you can almost predict what's if you
Yeah,
can predict on one what's going to happen, it almost is the same effect of what's going to happen on the other.
we sure is running with the spy. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one in mind because I sure traded at the same time.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on it. I'm telling you,
You got time.
I ain't the greatest, but I'm trying to be the greatest.
Hey, now what happened to my damn moving averages? I gotta have them on the screen. Them like my little. Oh, let me see. I got it right here. I already have it. I set some. There it is.
GNE.
There it goes. Now why didn't it show up? Because I'm on the other.
So you can expect that this morning it's going to be a lot of the what do they call it?
What?
Not in industry. There a lot of the investors are going to be putting in a lot of money to basically balance it out and eat up the data because majority of stuff is supposed to be going down. The only reason why it's not going down is because of the uncertainty and nobody is really fully certain on what's going on with Ukraine, with the food prices, with everything, with gas prices, with all these different things that they're throwing in your face. So the uncertainty stops the market from going all the way down and it stops it from going all the way up. And then at the same time, the big market makers can play with the money or play with the game to basically make money while you lose money. And so, in my opinion, today is going to be where it's like an up and down through the day before it actually goes down. But
I
they're going
need
to try to make money before it goes down.
I need to put up my how do I on bar chart? Do you know how I could put up my Greeks? I forgot.
The Greeks,
Yeah, I had to be logged in to add the Greek.
no, it should be on there already. All you got to do is
Yeah,
move it to the side.
wait, I already I can't.
It don't show, but it usually
I
moves
thought it's on
over.
the bar
Like you know how
chart.
you don't see none of them right now.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is bar.
move, yeah, I know. When you like on the phone, you could slide it, and you could
Yeah,
slide it, and where the bid is, it should say your open interest right next to it, and then next to that, it's gonna say the volume. Yeah,
yeah. I was trying to look at it on here. I was looking for to see.
yeah. I don't know how it is on the computer. Um,
I wanted you to show me something in reference to when you say it's gonna eat up your data if you buy certain. I was trying to figure. I've been trying to figure that out with the options, how to pick, the best one other than mama. So look,
well, another way you could look
look at
at
this.
it.
Look at
Oh,
this
go ahead.
damn volume. Look at all these people that bought these calls on yesterday for the 315.
Yeah, they did in the water today.
Well, so far, but
No, the pre-market looks good for them, but when the market opens, it's going to just follow the trend. So it really doesn't make a difference.
yeah. But hey, listen, it only have to make that quick move, and I'm selling. I
They
don't
got it
care.
for $15.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why it's so much, huh? But at 315, see, this is the cold part about it. So that's going to be a lot of volatility in that, right?
hmm
Now, here's the thing, because it's a lot of volatility, if it starts going down, it's going to eat up their chips quick.
yeah. It's be like him too. Cause yeah, if it start going down, yeah. But if it start going up,
Yeah, but look at the way the market is. Look at the way it jumped up this
let me pull
morning.
that.
It barely
Oh
went
yeah,
up. And then on top of that, if it barely went up, doesn't have any news or anything like that, when the market open, if it does go up, it's going to go up gradually, or it'll go
yeah,
up and down as it goes up. And if it goes up and down
yeah,
as it goes up, it eats your shit up.
yeah. The pre-market already kind of took your shine for the uptrend. Seems like it, right?
Yeah. And then so that's why they do it. They buy it, buy it so it can go up. And then as people start getting in, that's when they
Mhm.
take their money out.
Yeah, they're gonna pull back on it.
Hmm. If you look at Spy is doing the same thing that Microsoft is doing right now.
Yeah, I got it. I got them both on the screen right now. You
And
see,
then
what I did the hold on, let me move this out of the way. I did put the comparison up. The blue line is the spy.
yeah, Tesla too. That's another one. Tesla moves the same way as them too. The only difference is it's harder to tell because Tesla moves in bigger numbers. So it looks a little different because they move in bigger numbers, but it is the same.
Damn colors. Let's see that. Let me change. Oh, we're only gonna put one up at a time. Oh, did I put it up? I don't think it did. Yeah. So okay. Man, time passing by. It's 7:30. Let me get off this live stream. I'm over here.
Yeah, it's getting late. I got to get on this pre-market. I was just checking out.
My bad.
Um, Charlie Munger Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett had just put a lot of money into
Into what?
um, what is Allegory or Allegheny or something like that.
Yeah. What's it?
Yeah, it's a Y ticker symbol, right? But they're betting that it's going to hit to $1,000 a share by the end of this year. So this is why they were adamant about putting the money into it.
What's the ticker?
Why?
Why? Just what?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they basically bought them out for $11.6 billion.
Oh, they kind of almost trade with the spy. They bought them out. You said
Yeah.
that. What you doing? Fraction of shares, or you bought a whole? You doing the options? Let's
No,
see.
I didn't buy none. I'm going to. I was just looking into it, but yeah, I'm gonna do the options because it's a big giant gap. So
Jazz gap.
when they bought into it, it was like almost $600 a share, and when they did buy into it and everybody else started buying with them, it jumped all the way to 682. So now is averaging between price difference of 860 and 840. And so
Uh-huh.
I'm banking on it filling that gap. So I'm thinking about getting that put option because it's a long gap. It's gonna ride.
That's a huge yeah.
Yeah, it's a $300 gap. So anywhere in between that, I'm with it. Because it's more than likely going to try to fill that gap before the end of the year.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, just seen that. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you all. If you did tune in to our little more early morning business strategist. Me and Sonny just chopping it up. I knew he would be up. What up? So peace, power, and profit. You guys enjoy your Friday. Hope you make some good business decisions today because we'll see what goes on. You'll see my progress because I'll just screenshot it and post it. I'm trying to catch up to Sunny because he's his little dollars definitely superseded mine, and I sure need to get my money up. So
No, no.
we'll chop it up and we see y'all Monday morning.
Yeah.
Peace.